Hades, upon its full release in September 2020, became a phenomenon in the gaming world, capturing the attention and admiration of players globally. The game quickly found itself in the midst of discussions for Game of the Year accolades, standing toe-to-toe with industry giants, traditionally dominating such nominations. What set Hades apart, drawing particular acclaim, was its narrative depth, intricately woven with threads of Greek mythology. At the heart of this narrative lies Zagreus, the rebellious prince of the underworld, whose quest to break free from the clutches of his father Hades and reunite with his mother on the surface forms the game's compelling core. In the underworld's vast expanse, Zagreus navigates a tumultuous relationship with his father Hades, the stoic ruler whose expectations weigh heavily upon him. Despite receiving instruction on the underworld's governance, Zagreus struggles to conform to his father's vision, leading to tension and discord between them. Desperate to inspire his son, Hades enlists the aid of Achilles, the famed Greek hero, to mentor Zagreus in combat arts. Despite Zagreus' prowess in battle, Hades remains disillusioned, viewing his son as reckless and lacking in purpose. The cavernous halls of the House of Hades offer little solace to Zagreus, compounded by whispers of his questionable lineage, rumors of his mortal traits, like his distinct green eye and mortal-like blood, fueling speculation about his true parentage. Seeking answers shrouded in mystery, Zagreus embarks on a clandestine journey within the House of Hades, driven by an insatiable curiosity about his origins. Under the cloak of Hypnos' enchantment, he delves into his father's secrets, uncovering a poignant farewell note from a woman named Persephone. The revelation propels Zagreus into an existential quest for truth, leading him to Nyx, the enigmatic embodiment of night, who confirms his suspicions. Persephone, the surface-dwelling goddess, is his true mother. Bound by an oath to Hades, Nyx reluctantly withholds further details, leaving Zagreus to grapple with a flood of unanswered questions. Determined to unearth the untold chapters of his lineage, Zagreus resolves to defy the edicts of his father and seek out Persephone on the surface. Yet, freedom from the underworld's confines proves elusive, as Hades adamantly enforces his dominion over all who dwell within its shadowed realm. Undeterred by the seemingly insurmountable odds, Zagreus embarks on an arduous odyssey through the underworld's diverse landscapes, from the fiery depths of Tartarus to the haunting fields of Asphodel, the paradisiacal realm of Elysium, and the ominous Temple of Styx. Each step brings him closer to his ultimate goal, driving him to confront formidable adversaries and unravel the tangled threads of his family's history. Zagreus' initial forays into escape were met with staunch opposition from the denizens of the underworld, as well as the formidable defenses erected by his father. Despite the chaos wrought by Zagreus' defiance, Hades viewed his son's endeavors with a mix of annoyance and paternal skepticism, believing Zagreus would eventually concede defeat. Yet Zagreus surprised even himself with his unwavering resolve, refusing to relent in the face of adversity. While Hades sought to impede his son's progress, allies emerged from unexpected quarters, including Nyx, the enigmatic goddess of night, who clandestinely sought aid from the Olympian gods on Zagreus' behalf. Through Nyx's discreet machinations, the Olympians extended their divine blessings to Zagreus, empowering him with temporary boons to bolster his chances of escape. These godly gifts provided fleeting moments of strength, amplifying Zagreus' capabilities during his perilous journey. However, recognizing the transient nature of these enhancements, Nyx bestowed upon Zagreus a more enduring advantage, a mystical mirror fueled by the potent essence of darkness harvested from the depths of the underworld. Unlike the ephemeral boons of Olympus, these upgrades imbued Zagreus with permanent enhancements, honing his skills and fortifying his resolve with each rebirth. Armed with newfound strength and resilience, Zagreus confronted the myriad challenges lurking within the labyrinthine depths of the underworld. From the infernal hordes of Tartarus to the fiery crucible of Asphodel and the hallowed sanctum of Elysium, he battled ferocious adversaries and vanquished formidable foes. Each encounter tested his mettle, shaping him into a formidable warrior versed in the art of combat and survival. Yet, Amidst the trials and tribulations, Zagreus remained undeterred, driven by an unyielding determination to defy fate and forge his own destiny. At long last, after overcoming countless obstacles and facing his father in a climactic showdown, Zagreus emerged victorious, shattering the chains of his captivity and ascending to the surface world. There, beneath the canopy of an unfamiliar sky, he stood on the threshold of a new beginning, poised to reunite with his long-lost mother, Persephone. Their reunion, tinged with bittersweet joy and lingering sorrow, marked a pivotal moment in Zagreus's journey of self-discovery. Yet, as Zagreus basked in the warmth of his mother's embrace, a cruel twist of fate intervened, reminding him of the inexorable ties binding him to the underworld. Stricken by a sudden weakness, Zagreus succumbed to the immutable laws of his existence, his fleeting reprieve cut short by the relentless grip of destiny. With a heavy heart, he bid farewell to his mother, vowing to return to her side once more. However, Zagreus's aspirations for freedom were met with staunch opposition from Hades, whose pride and authority remained unyielding in the face of his son's defiance. Despite Zagreus's triumph over his father in battle, Hades refused to relinquish his hold over the underworld, denying Zagreus the freedom he so desperately sought. Thus, ensnared in the intricate web of familial conflict and divine decree, Zagreus found himself torn between the yearning for liberty and the inexorable pull of his ancestral legacy. Undeterred by his father's obstinate refusal to yield, Zagreus persisted in his attempts to break free from the shackles of the underworld, embarking on numerous daring escapades in pursuit of freedom and truth. With each harrowing journey, Zagreus delved deeper into the labyrinthine depths of his own past, uncovering the tangled threads of his lineage and the tumultuous history of his parents. Central to Zagreus's revelations was the enigmatic figure of Persephone, whose origins traced back to the fabled heights of Mount Olympus. Born to Demeter, the revered goddess of seasons, and an ordinary mortal, Persephone, known as Kore, endured a life of discontent amidst the opulent splendor of the divine pantheon. Her estrangement from her divine kin, compounded by her mother's aloofness, left her yearning for solace and belonging, her heart heavy with unspoken desires. Amidst Persephone's silent struggles, Zeus, the mighty ruler of the heavens, devised a fateful scheme to alleviate his guilt and appease his brother Hades, whose realm of darkness and duty weighed heavily upon him. With Persephone as his unwitting pawn, Zeus orchestrated a clandestine journey to the underworld, intending to present her as a bride to Hades, thereby fulfilling his brother's unspoken yearnings and easing the burden of his own conscience. Yet Zeus's impulsive actions unleashed unforeseen consequences, plunging the divine realms into turmoil and triggering a chain of events that would reverberate across the cosmos. As Persephone vanished from Olympus, Demeter's anguish knew no bounds, her grief casting a pall of eternal winter upon the mortal realm. Unbeknownst to the pantheon, Zeus's deceit sowed seeds of discord and resentment, fracturing the delicate balance between the Olympians and the chthonic gods, who found themselves estranged from their celestial kin. In the depths of the underworld, amidst the gloom and shadows, Hades found solace in the presence of Persephone, whose luminous grace captivated his heart. Their union, born of unlikely circumstances, blossomed into a profound bond, binding them together as monarchs of the realm of the dead. Yet, beneath the veneer of contentment, Persephone harbored doubts and insecurities, her soul torn between the realm she now ruled and the distant memories of a life left behind. As the seasons turned and time wove its intricate tapestry, Persephone's womb swelled with the promise of new life, heralding the dawn of a new era within the house of Hades. Yet the fates, ancient arbiters of destiny, decreed a cruel fate, foretelling the tragic demise of Hades' progeny before they drew their first breath. The stillborn child, a harbinger of sorrow, plunged Persephone into the depths of despair, her grief echoing through the cavernous halls of the underworld. Haunted by loss and longing, Persephone's heart yearned for solace and redemption, her soul adrift in a sea of uncertainty. Despite her regal stature and divine lineage, Persephone grappled with feelings of displacement and disillusionment, her once radiant spirit dimmed by the shadows of despair. Yet, amidst the darkness, a flicker of hope remained, a beacon of light guiding her towards an uncertain future filled with the promise of renewal and reconciliation. With a heavy heart and a lingering sense of longing, Persephone bid farewell to the shadows of the underworld, her departure marked by a poignant farewell to her husband, Hades. Turning her back on the celestial splendor of Mount Olympus, she sought solace in the embrace of her mortal lineage, seeking refuge amidst the verdant embrace of the earthly realm. Unbeknownst to Persephone, however, Nyx, the shrouded harbinger of night, intervened in the shadows, defying the edicts of fate and infusing the infant Zagreus with a spark of divine vitality, thereby thwarting the grim prophecy foretold by the fates. Yet, as the fledgling prince of the underworld grew in the shadowed halls of his father's domain, Hades harbored a secret guarded with unwavering vigilance. Fearing the cataclysmic consequences of Persephone's discovery on the surface, Hades decreed a veil of secrecy, enjoining Nyx to conceal Zagreus's true lineage and Persephone's whereabouts from both mother and son. Thus, Zagreus remained oblivious to his celestial heritage, raised amidst the echoes of a silent past, his mother's presence erased from the annals of the underworld's history. In the shadowed recesses of the underworld, Zagreus grappled with the weight of revelation, his rebellious spirit aflame with the fervor of defiance. Despite the veiled whispers of caution, he refused to accept the dictates of fate, determined to mend the fractured bonds of his familial legacy. With unwavering resolve, Zagreus embarked on a quest to reunite the scattered fragments of his family, his path illuminated by the flickering embers of hope and reconciliation. Driven by an unyielding determination, Zagreus sought to bridge the chasm between his estranged parents, Persephone and Hades, whose fractured bond lay at the heart of his tumultuous journey. With each passing moment, the prince of the underworld grew more resolute in his quest, his resolve unshaken by the shadowed specter of doubt and uncertainty. As Zagreus ventured forth into the depths of the underworld, his footsteps echoing through the labyrinthine corridors of destiny, he encountered allies and adversaries alike. Among them stood Achilles, the indomitable hero of old, whose steadfast loyalty served as a beacon of guidance amidst the darkness. With Achilles' aid, Zagreus delved into the forbidden chambers of his father's domain, his quest for truth leading him to the sacred sanctum of Hades' innermost chambers. Within the confines of Hades' private sanctum, Zagreus uncovered a poignant memento of his mother's enduring presence, a cherished portrait that had stood as a silent sentinel of love amidst the shadows of neglect. With newfound determination, Zagreus raced to share his discovery with Persephone, his heart aflame with the fervor of reunion and reconciliation. Yet, as Zagreus ascended to the surface world, his hopes were met with a tempered reality, as Persephone remained hesitant to embrace the specter of her past. Despite her son's impassioned pleas, she grappled with the lingering scars of betrayal and abandonment, her heart torn between the echoes of love and the specter of doubt. Undeterred by his mother's reluctance, Zagreus vowed to persevere, his unwavering resolve tempered by the flames of determination. With each passing moment, he grew more resolute in his quest, his spirit unyielding in the face of adversity. In a poignant reckoning that spanned the ages, Zagreus stood at the precipice of destiny, his heart ablaze with the fervor of reconciliation and redemption. With his mother's hand clasped in his own, he embarked on a journey of healing and renewal, his path illuminated by the flickering embers of hope and forgiveness. Together, mother and son traversed the sacred rivers of the underworld, their souls intertwined in a bond forged amidst the crucible of adversity. In the hallowed halls of the House of Hades, they stood united against the tides of fate, their hearts aflame with the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Yet, amidst the jubilant echoes of reunion, a shadow lingered on the horizon. The looming specter of the Olympian gods, whose wrath remained a lingering threat. As the underworld braced for the inevitable reckoning, Persephone crafted a plan to mend the fractured bonds of kinship, her resolve unshaken by the specter of divine retribution. In the heart of the underworld, amidst the echoes of a forgotten past, Zagreus and Persephone stood as beacons of hope, their spirits aflame with the fervor of reconciliation and renewal. With each passing moment, they grew more resolute in their quest, their bond unbreakable amidst the tumult of destiny. Together, they stood as guardians of a newfound legacy, their hearts entwined in a tapestry of love and forgiveness. As the echoes of their triumph resounded through the halls of the underworld, a new dawn dawned on the horizon, heralding the promise of a brighter tomorrow for all who called the realm home. Before Zagreus could embark on the next chapter of his odyssey, a crucial task lay before him: to forge bonds of camaraderie and trust with the Olympian gods. With Persephone's sage counsel guiding his hand, Zagreus endeavored to cultivate alliances with the divine pantheon, offering tokens of goodwill and friendship to those who had aided him in his perilous journey. With meticulous care, Zagreus sought to elevate his rapport with the Olympians, bestowing upon them the gifts of nectar and ambrosia, symbols of his gratitude and respect. Through acts of kindness and valor, he endeavored to win their favor, striving to earn their trust and support in the trials that lay ahead. As Zagreus traversed the divine realms, delivering invitations to the impending feast hosted by Persephone, he marveled at the beauty and grandeur of Olympus, its towering spires reaching towards the heavens. With each step, he drew closer to the culmination of his quest, his heart buoyed by the prospect of reconciliation and redemption. Amidst the opulent halls of the underworld, the gods of Olympus gathered, their voices rising in anticipation of the long-awaited reunion. With bated breath, they awaited the revelation of Persephone, whose return heralded the dawn of a new era for both mortal and immortal alike. As Persephone unveiled her tale of trials and tribulations, weaving a delicate web of half-truths and revelations, the Olympian gods listened intently, their hearts stirred by the echoes of her plight. Yet, amidst the tangled threads of deception, a glimmer of hope emerged, as Zeus, the mighty ruler of Olympus, extended his hand in a gesture of reconciliation and forgiveness. With laughter and merriment filling the halls of the underworld, the gods of Olympus embraced their long-lost sister, welcoming her back into the fold with open arms. As the echoes of their laughter faded into the night, Hades and Zeus clasped hands in a symbolic gesture of unity, their bond forged anew amidst the flames of reconciliation. Yet, amidst the jubilant celebrations, Zagreus grappled with a sense of unease, his heart heavy with the weight of deception and half-truths. As he sought solace in the words of his mother, Persephone, he found comfort in the knowledge that their actions had paved the way for a brighter future, one built upon a foundation of honesty and forgiveness. With renewed resolve, Zagreus set forth on his journey once more, his spirit aflame with the promise of redemption and renewal. As he braved the depths of the underworld, he carried with him the lessons of the past, his heart buoyed by the bonds of kinship and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. With each victory won and each challenge overcome, Zagreus's legend grew, his name whispered in reverence throughout the realms of both mortal and immortal alike. And as the echoes of his triumphs resounded through the annals of history, the story of Hades reached its magnificent conclusion, a testament to the enduring power of courage, compassion, and the bonds of family.